Hello there.
General Kenobi!
Incoming transponder code received. Classification: fire spray. Designation: Darth Asylum. Captain: unknown. Port: unknown. Weapons profile: unknown. Designation: Darth Asylum. Incoming transponder code received. Classification: fire spray. Designation: Darth Asylum. Captain: unknown. Port: unknown. Weapons profile: unknown. Designation: Darth Asylum.
Hokey religion is an ancient weapon, no match for a good blaster.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Thank the Maker.
You failed!
Hello there.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, you awesomely beautiful people of the galaxy, and welcome again to another episode of the Darth Asylum podcast. I am your host of Darth Asylum, broadcasting live from hyperspace. And again, I hope you guys are having a great and safe week thus far. Yes, it is officially Wednesday night. For me, it is Thursday until I go to sleep. So I'm considering it still Wednesday. But yes, again, hope you guys are having a great and safe Wednesday in your parts of the galaxy. We are officially back. It is Wednesday night. Wednesday night always means podcast night. So again, this is episode 4 of the Darth Asylum podcast. And we are doing, for episode 4, Star Wars episode 4, A New Hope. Yes, we are going to be streaming on Twitch and YouTube. However, we will be watching separately. That is how the podcast works. But again, let us see. We are back. I know it's a little bit later, but that's just how life works. But we made it. So we made it either way to get episode 4 done, because either way, we want to make sure that we get all the movies done. We get all the series done. We get all the good stuff Star Wars related done. Everybody is here, or showing up at least, but that is absolutely correct. Yes. So let us see what legends are among us thus far. On the YouTube side, Wildfire FX, if you have stuck around, yes, I am a cosplaying Mandalorian Jedi. I stream both on Twitch and YouTube. But no, you make a very good point though, and I try to explain it in certain ways that try to make sense because the name can be a little confusing. But yes, like pretty much the way I said it is, yes, Darth Asylum is a place, not a person, basically a sanctuary to go to when darkness tries to take over. But that same metaphor can be a person as well, because that's essentially what I'm doing. So it's not necessarily the name of me per se, but it's like the concept and the idea that there is protection from darkness somewhere. But no, you're absolutely right. Mad Tank is back with us. What is going on, man? Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's see. And then on the Twitch side, what legends are among us? Yes, Gravewalker1578 is with us. Alpha Virgo is here. Tomb is back. Smoke time before I start watching. Oh, I wish I could join you, my dude. I quit smoking, but yes, I would love to have one. Let's see. Nothing. What is up, my dude? Dan Baguette, what is up? Let us see. And Tomb with the gifting subs. Holy crap. Thank you, my man. Thank you, sir. So yes, that is a gift to Blood June. Dan Baguette got one. Mr. TV, that Queen Rosie. That is so awesome. And I am the man. So definitely, thank you, Baguette. You got it for showing up. You got a gift sub out of it, and so did Rosie. Rosie's been popping in quite frequently too. So that is. Let us see. How's the show? You just woke up? Well, I just started actually. Yeah, you're right, Baguette. Yeah, we literally like did it like 2 seconds off of, or like a second off of each other kind of thing. But yeah, totally the same. Shadowlex, if you are still there, thank you for the rave dance. Shadowlex is officially my rave partner for the beginning of streams now. So thank you for the dance, Shadow. I know you're probably having to go over and mod for the other Shadow, but no, thank you for always popping in. I greatly appreciate it. I think that covers it. I do not, Mad, only because I want to keep the stream itself the focus. So essentially let's see, what random emote did we get? No, I don't want to do that. Hold on. Oh, it's still going. Okay. He's definitely hitting his numbers, so that is freaking awesome. Yes, I've been doing my best to lurk when I can. That is crazy awesome. Yes, when we'll have to give out a shout out to Beskar Ben. He is actually, and another good shout out for him is he is our newest Mandalorian brethren on Twitch that joins us. But no, man, yeah, to answer your question, you know what, I would have, because I know people do movie nights anyway through Discord, but it's a non-streaming thing through Discord, so ultimately the best way I can actually do the podcast, have it be live, and actually have everybody interact that kind of way, it's better for me to be able to not stream it like that. So that's cool. It's all good. Let's see. But yes, we're getting more and more Mandos on Twitch. We absolutely are. That is freaking awesome. It is very freaking awesome. Yes, because Grave, I don't know if you noticed or not, but Echo Man, he was posting some of his armor stuff and vids on Instagram, I think, and then I completely forgot that he was building his armor, so I added him on my list of Mandos as well. So currently right now, as far as my knowledge is, let me see, let me bring up the creator, and then we're gonna get the movie going, because I know it's let's see, where is channel? The channel. So ultimately, to my knowledge, these are the Mandalorians that I know on Twitch right now. So there's Monster Maniac, Gravewalker1578, there's Shadow Revenite, Caber Super Commando, Zan Ven, Beskar Ben, aka Tombstone, Akomon, and according to Shadow, Saphira Cosplay is a cosplaying Mandalorian on Twitch also, but I haven't seen her stream for quite a while, but I added her anyway, so Sage, thank you for that. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you're having a great and safe week in your part of the galaxy. Welcome, welcome in. Yes, I am a cosplaying Mandalorian Jedi on Twitch and YouTube. Jedi on Twitch and YouTube. Jedi on Jedi. as I feedback myself. Jedi. If I sound it like that, it sounds more Darth than it does Jedi. You have another one to add to the list? Nice. Yes, please share. Because what I'm trying to do too is keep in contact with everybody. So then that way, like when Zan was on, I was popping into his streams just to like touch base. And I mean, we've known each other too, but Dragon Blaze, and then I'll add them now. Because it's just easier for me, honestly, if I just add them as a suggested streamer. So then that way, when I see them on, I know to Dragon. He sometimes wears armor. Okay. But is it like? Well, I guess the question would be ultimately is his whole thing like being a Mandalorian Jedi on Twitch, or? Well, you know what? I think Saphira Cosplay does the same thing, where she's kind of like, so what do I need to do to become a VIP? That's fine. I'll add him anyway. That's fine. Dragon Blaze. Because I'm thinking he is probably, he might be like Saphira, where it's like they have the armor and then they might wear it or might not, and then it's kind of like an off and on. But like basically me, like Akomon, Tomb, Zan, Kaber, Shadow, you, Monster, me, it's like we're always in armor essentially. Yeah, but that's okay. No worries. I gotcha. What do you need to be a VIP for Tomb? That is a good question. I think, honestly, I think I VIP'd pretty much everybody that's cosplaying. But you know what? Because I am in the channel settings anyway, wait, no, I think it's community, right? And apparently you get a bunch of extra VIPs too. As you get gift subs also. So again, that is another great way to become a VIP is support the channel. And that is definitely one way to do it. Beskar Ben has been promoted to VIP. If I had the armor, I'd have it on every time. All right. Let's see. Well, congratulations, sir. You just got promoted too. So Alpha and Tomb are officially VIPs on the channel. Thank you guys for showing. And Alpha's been throwing me tons of support also, so. And hype. That also counts too. For sure. Woo! See, it doesn't necessarily have to be monetary value added. Okay, now let's officially get going here. So, yes. Has it been a couple years, Alpha? God, if it really has been, dude, then one step at a time. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. If it really has been that long, dude, man, then time freaking flies. For real. Okay. So let us officially get started. So, let me go on to A New Hope for Wikipedia. But yes, again, for anybody tuning in, this is episode 4 of the Darth Asylum podcast. I am uploading these to iHeartRadio and Spotify, wherever you do listen to your podcasts. So they are there. It is also listed on YouTube under the podcasting playlist. So essentially the podcast is its own thing. So I kind of keep it separate from the other streams because this is not a gaming podcast. It is a viewing podcast and talk show. So yes, ultimately that's why I figured rather than kind of continue it on with the gaming channel, this is basically the same channel. It's just a part of it. So yes, that's why I was like, you know what? The first 9 episodes is obviously going to be the Skywalker saga, because why not kick it off like that? And then once the theme came around, I think we're all going to have, and we all, I believe, are having absolutely tons of fun. Oh, well, thank you, Alpha. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I mean, that's how the community grows, man. It's like, and I'll say, even though Sandy stole you from me, no, I'm completely kidding. No, I'm so stoked, and I think that's so awesome that you definitely, you guys click, and you guys were able to, like, you're helping each other out, and I just think that is so freaking cool. Same thing with like Grave and Monster and just everybody else. It's like everybody just, you know, meets up, and then everybody kind of just splinters out, and, you know, we all stay connected. So that is absolutely freaking crazy amazing. Well, tomorrow is, yes, and I will not say what I'm about to say, but I will say that yes, the whole family is starting to get the sniffles, and I definitely feel a little, but I'm only saying that as far, so knock on Beskar, eyes, fingers, toes crossed. That is as far as we will go with anything. So yes, as far as I am concerned, there is a Thursday night Let's Play, and that is going to start a fresh and yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything more than what I just said. Ultimately, yes, there's going to be a fresh, brand new playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered, the very first one. So time to die a lot and time to have some fun. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, Alpha, just before I completely forget, and go through the Wikipedia for A New Hope so we can finally watch this movie. It's not 6 a.m. by the time we're done. Is little man feeling better? Hopefully. I know you said you had to send him to the hospital, but I'm sure that would have been for antibiotics and all that good stuff. Con Ghost Cosplay Star Wars stream spotted. You are in the absolute right place, sir. Yes, I am a cosplaying Mandalorian Jedi on both Twitch and YouTube streaming. I stream Wednesdays through, and I didn't actually do the shout out yet for my stream day, so I will do it now. I stream Wednesday through Sunday, so usually trying to start around midnight my time. That's Pacific West Coast time. I am in California. And Wednesday night is my newly created podcast. Hello there. And I have something very special for that too. And this is all credited to Twitch for being able to have these.
Hello there.
And there's a whole bunch more, so... Yes, I am representing the Mandoverse, not only on Twitch, but also on YouTube. I have not found yet another Mandalorian cosplayer on YouTube live. Do it, man. If your name suggests cosplay, yes, absolutely do it. Great to meet you, Congos. I appreciate it, my dude. Again, I hope you're having a great and safe week in your part of the galaxy. I'm going to snooze the ads just for 5 minutes so that way we can basically get going. But yes, so ultimately the concept is Wednesday night, I just started a podcast. This is episode 4 of it. Every Wednesday night for the past 4 Wednesdays, I've been doing a podcast that is uploaded to Spotify and iHeartRadio. Thursday is a Let's Play, so tomorrow night, which is technically today, but it is not Thursday to me until I fall asleep. Yes, Thursday night I'm going to do a fresh playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. Have never played one of those. Friday night I do Battlefield 6. Saturdays I do Star Wars Battlefront 2. And Sunday nights I do Dead by Daylight. NWF 83, who better, Chewbacca or Harry from Harry and the Hendersons? Ooh, that's a good question, because honestly, I would totally think, and thank you for the follow, man.
This is the way.
That's a really good question. Chewbacca or Harry from the Hendersons, and I would think they're like cousins, like for real. They gotta be like cousins. Ooh, that's cool too. Yeah. Or you could do you could also do Bo-Katan. You know what, Con? If you're comfortable with posting cosplays, in my Discord, we have a cosplay/collection section where we all post our stuff. So if you're comfortable with sharing that, definitely click on the link on the homepage of my YouTube, and it'll take you right there. And there's a section for cosplays and stuff. So yeah, if you're, like I said, if you're comfortable with sharing anything, definitely would love to see that for sure. Haven't watched it in a hot minute. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Harry and the Hendersons is definitely a classic. Haven't started yet. I'm basically catching up with everybody in chat and meeting new people as well in YouTube. But yes, so I'm going to go ahead and go through. So basically, Con, what I do is, and for anybody new that is joining on the Twitch side and or the YouTube side, every Wednesday nights is going to be... Oh, for sure. Awesome. Yeah. And I also have links to Con Ghost, and I'm sure you do, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, that sort of thing. So please definitely throw me a friend request through there. Would love to check out your cosplays. And I'm trying to do my best to post more pictures. I'm doing like videos of the like channel and things like that for more promotion, but I really need to get back and start posting cosplay stuff. Absolutely. Yeah, that's the sad thing, Matt, is that you can't, like, there's literally 3 chats going on. You're in the, Dan, what is going on, my dude? Dan Wizpop, what is up, man? Yes, I'm cosplaying Mandalorian Jedi, both on Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, Matt, unfortunately, like, I could do a single chat, but everybody's literally on because of the way, YouTube is set up. It's broke, like, the chats are broken apart. So, like, there's a horizontal stream and a vertical stream for YouTube. So because there's 2 separate streams, there's 2 separate chats, and then there's Twitch also. Yeah. So I'm literally watching Twitch and YouTube twice, essentially. Start my day. I know. And your lady. Yeah. Whatever works. You know what? My birthday was in December too. If your birthday was in January, then happy birthday. Hold on. We have a special happy birthday for that.
It's my birthday!
So shout out to Con Goes Cosplay for her belated birthday. Happy birthday again. Yeah, my birthday was in December, actually. That's a lot of multitasking, dude, believe it. And this is just a watch party, basically. So imagine trying to play games, which I do Thursday through Sunday, and try to keep track of chat. Yeah, it can get a little crazy. And believe it or not, I was actually triple streaming not only to Twitch, YouTube, and actually TikTok. So I was doing three streams, well, posting 3 platforms with 4 different chats. Yeah, so it's yeah, no worries. I mean, like I said, I mean, there's definitely people that are, you know, Twitch.
Intergalactic proton-powered electrical tentacled advertising droids. Hi, I'm Darth Harrington of Darth Harrington's Intergalactic proton-powered electrical tentacled advertising droids Emporium and Moonbase. Due to a garbled subspace transmission, I am currently overstocked on all intergalactic proton-powered electrical tentacled advertising droids, and I am passing the savings on to you!
Tactical bar. Nice. Okay, cool. Well, welcome into the Twitch. Yeah, that's where all the redeems are coming from. So yeah, it'll definitely, and that's kind of the another I wouldn't say downside, because they're just different platforms, and I don't like saying things like that. It's just more like that's just a difference between the two platforms, is that it's more emo related on YouTube versus like Twitch allows you to have we call him Grave, but at the same time he's Darth Jimmy in the Discord, so I mean it could be whatever. I guess. Grave actually is another. And Hunter, how did you figure out my secret identity? I know. Wow, thank you, Hunter. Tactical Barbie just got a sub. I'm the Joker. Gabby just subscribed. NWF83 got a sub. Senadgar and Moss J2006 just subbed. So awesome. Well, Tactical, for for that follow, you got a sub out of it. and NWF. Very cool. Thank you, Hunter, for the support, man. Yes. And same thing, Tomb. Thank you guys for the. Oh, is that your YouTube, Grave? I don't know if am I subbed to that? Let's see. I can't remember if I am or not. I am not. All right, well, I am now. I don't know how many subs you got, but I just subbed to you, Grave, on YouTube. Okay. Oh, actually, I need to sub to that one too. Go to channel. Subscribed. Well, you got another subscriber, Conghost. Hey, stalkers, click this. It's totally not a scam. Nice. Sweet. You are welcome. Thank you right back. Okay. So now we can officially, after the ad break ends, since some of you guys got subs, and unfortunately I think some of you probably don't, so I will officially go through the Wikipedia. This is kind of the format. So essentially what I do on my podcast is, this is considered a talk show and a podcast. So essentially what we are going to do is, on our own tablet devices, PCs, laptops, phones, whatever, and if you can, we are going to watch the chosen movie at the same time, and as people pop in, if they want a timestamp, we will give them a timestamp so they can join. And ultimately we're going to talk, sit and eat snacks, and basically have a movie night / chat / talk discussion. Think of it like if you ever seen like Walking Dead, Talking Dead, like the after show. This is actually us watching these and talking during the whole thing. So basically it's more interactive, gets everybody kind of talking more, keeps us to stay on subject matter, for instance, basically meaning we don't go off on a tangent, because that's just how any stream can go, absolutely. But at least this way it keeps us focused, and then the time frame's kind of locked in, because essentially the stream is just getting things going and then getting the movie going, and then eventually just like talking a little bit afterward and then calling it good. Exactly. That is a great comparison. Mystery Science Theater. Yep. And because Twitch and YouTube does not allow to physically stream stuff, and Matt actually brought up a good point earlier, was that he said, if I was going to do this in Discord, going to stream the movie in Discord, and I know people have watch parties and stuff like that in Discord because it allows for that. But I told them essentially the reason why I don't do it in Discord is because then it would just take away from, people interacting in the stream, both on YouTube and Twitch. And essentially I wouldn't have anything to record either. So Dynamo. Yes, I did not forget you, sir. Welcome back in, man. Does anybody know the rumors that they're going to re-release 4 and 6 the older versions of the movies in the future theaters, not the latest CGI versions? I think not. Well, I want to say maybe not too crazy long ago. They did a re-release. I thought they did, at least in the States. I thought they did.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is
Arm, thank you for that follow, man. Thank you for all the follows, guys, tonight. That is freaking awesome. I appreciate it. Yes, I do have, and also that'll get me going. Okay, so once the ad break is now done, I will talk about the giveaway. So yes, I do have a stretch goal for this year, and that is to hit the 1,000 follower mark on Twitch. So ultimately, if I do, and the Force allows me to hit that 1,000 mark on Twitch, I will be giving away 3 games. Yes, I will be giving away a copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2. I will be giving away a copy of Battlefield 6, the Phantom Edition, and also a copy of Dead by Daylight, because those 3 games officially I stream and play every single week, no matter what. And that's across any platform. So whoever the lucky winners happen to be, whether it be Xbox, PlayStation, PC, whatever, we will work out a way to ultimately be able to get you those copies. Whoever the lucky winners happen to be must be present to win. I have the giveaway system set up. So basically, yes. And like I said, and a side goal to that is if I can hit 1,000 followers between now and June, I will throw in a copy of Arc Raiders also, because Arc Raiders is a really cool tactical survival game that is out right now. It's pretty hot, and it is definitely fun. And I was like, you know what? We'll throw that out there too. So yes, and with you guys subscribing even right now, or not subscribing but following even tonight, that puts me closer to that 1K mark. So no, thank you guys again for the support. Thank you for everybody that threw out some subs tonight, and anytime actually, because again, it is always an honor and a privilege for me to be able to hang out with all of you legends. Yes, I know Spaceballs 2 is coming. Oh, to answer your question, your vintage Ghost Rider comic poster go by the Star Wars poster or by my bed? I need some help decorating. I was going to comment on that, Tactical. Was that I have currently hanging up on my wall actually is Ghost Rider #1, the original graded comic. I have the first appearance of the Punisher of Amazing Spider-Man 129, and also Wolverine #1 through 4. And yes, I may or may not have a 7.5 foot tall Wookiee. I know I threw that out there in chat a while ago, but I don't think anybody heard it really clearly. But yes, I may or may not have a 7.5 foot tall Wookiee behind me. I'm just saying. Prove it. I know, pictures or it doesn't exist. I know. I'm getting absolutely horrible about pictures, but yes, pictures will be coming soon this year. I do like heavy metal, actually. If you saw my intro, you'd know that I definitely like rave music too. Okay, so now, Rudy, what is going on, man? Okay, so I'm going to officially read the Wikipedia entry for Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope, and then I'm going to go ahead and start the movie, and then we can absolutely keep talking. Please. Is that a cat? Actually, yeah, that is one of my. If you can hear it, then that means that not only is the cat, I think, loud, but she really wants to be heard. Yes, this is my newest fur baby. She's 9 months old now. Her name's Kirby. Nice. Hi, everybody. Kirby. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi to the world. Okay. Show us the cat. She's purring. See if we can get your purrs on here. Some ASMR purring. Okay. So we have officially Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope on Wikipedia, the only Wikipedia that I absolutely trust, made by Star Wars fans. George Lucas's quote, "A film for a generation growing up without fairy tales." Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, originally released as Star Wars, is a 1977 space opera film written and directed by George Lucas. It is the first part of the Star Wars original trilogy and the first Star Wars film released. The film is set 19 years after the formation of the Galactic Empire and the events of Revenge of the Sith. Construction is finished on the Death Star, a weapon capable of destroying a planet, after Princess Leia Organa, a leader of the Rebel Alliance, receives the weapon's plans in the hope of finding a weakness. She is kidnapped and taken to the Death Star. Meanwhile, a young farmer named Luke Skywalker meets Obi-Wan Kenobi, who has lived in seclusion for years on the desert planet of Tatooine. When Luke's home is burned and his aunt and uncle killed, Obi-Wan begins Luke's Jedi training as they, along with Han Solo, Chewbacca, C-3PO, and R2-D2, attempt to rescue the princess from the Empire. Inspired by films like Flash Gordon serials and the samurai films of Akira Kurosawa, as well as such critical works as Joseph Campbell's The Hero with a Thousand Faces and Frank Herbert's Dune books, Lucas began work on Star Wars in 1974. Groundbreaking in its use of special effects, this is considered to be among the most successful and most influential films of all time, produced with a budget of 11,000. Wow. And released on May 25th, 1977, the film became one of the most successful of all time, earning $215 million in the United States and $337 million overseas during its original theatrical release, as well as winning several film awards, including 10 Academy Award nominations. It was re-released several times, sometimes with significant changes. The most notable versions were the 1997 Special Edition and the 2004 DVD, which were modified with CGI effects and recreated scenes. It was re-released in the Blu-ray format in September of 2011. The film was selected to be preserved by the Library of Congress as part of its National Film Registry. The film was selected in 1989, the program's first year in existence. Very cool. All right, let's do it. Zizor was secretly Yoda's cousin. Yeah, you never know. That was definitely a really good series, though, The Shadows of the Empire. Berserk is a great series. Darth Cherrybug, welcome back. Okay, so now I am officially going to start the movie. So I'm exactly at 0, and it is 2:00 now. So on the count of the time has come, execute order 66. I will be playing it.
The time has come. Execute order 66.
Pressing now. And I think Kirby wants to leave. And Kirby wanted. Okay. Phone set up. Episode 4, New Hope. The period of civil war, rebel spaceships striking from a hidden base have won their first victory against the Galactic Empire, which I did not realize until I rewatched this as Rogue One. During the battle, rebel spies managed to steal secret plans to the Empire's ultimate weapon, the Death Star, an armored space station with enough power to destroy an entire planet. Pursued by the Empire's sinister agent, Leia races home aboard her starship, custodian of stolen plans that can save her people and restore freedom to the galaxy. Now that earbuds fell apart. Noah says Empire was the worst Star Wars movie. That's actually one of my most favorite Star Wars movies because that is the one that gave us Boba Fett. But a lot of them are my favorites too, so. Tomb, here I am trying to work out the orange showing on your visor. I know exactly where that orange came from, and I will, if you actually figure it out, man, that would be, but I could tell you though. I love how it literally, yeah, Tomb, I was just about to say, it literally starts out with R2 and 3PO. Ender Fire, yes, I'm a cosplaying Mandalorian Jedi. We are currently watching Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, sir. Yep. We just started it, so we're like a few minutes into it. So, yep, we got our drinks, we got our snacks, and we are watching. We'll believe you for now, Tactical. The Dragon Slayer from Berserk, that's freaking awesome. Oh, a nice update, cosplay update. I theoretically finished the front and the back plating of my Stormtrooper cosplay. So now officially I'm working on my left arm. No, hopefully they don't. You know what I did not know though was how, because I've been doing a lot of Stormtrooper research, like a lot of Stormtrooper research because of my cosplay. So I'm hoping that, and actually I'm going to be having some free time freed up in the next month. So basically starting after this week. There he is. There's Vader himself. Was that the boots that they wear, not the boots, but the calf armor has hooks at the back, and they basically kind of wrap around each other. So there's like actually like a, yeah. You know what? I think I've seen a clip of that guy. Yeah. Baguette. The one who became, yeah. If you can get it done in time, Tactical, I would say the female Pyramid Head. Yeah. Rip Carrie. Our princess. She passed away on my birthday, actually, too. I mean, cosplays are never done. Absolutely. Like, even my cosplay that you see right there, like, I still have stuff to finish, and I'm going to tweak other things also, but I think for the most part, they can generally be done. Female Pyramid Head. Nice. I mean, ultimately, that's the hard part, is that, like, time frame wise, if you can get the newest cosplay done in time and feel comfortable about it, go for it. But if you can't, then you at least have a backup to fall on. Yeah, decisions. Dark Horse, what is going on? I have a nice, where is it? Clip for that.
Do or do not. There is no try.
But Dark Horse, welcome in. Yes, I'm a cosplaying Mandalorian Jedi, both on Twitch and YouTube. We are currently actually watching separately, but at the same time, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Talking Star Wars, chatting Star Wars, and watching A New Hope at the same time. Yeah, unfortunately, Twitch and YouTube have restrictions on physically showing movies. You can show clips and stuff, but you can't actually stream the movie, so we're basically having a talk show watch party. Yeah, it was at the beginning. Why does that officer to his left look like a relative of Tarkin? Tara Strong, Batman Arkham City 2, plus Terra Mechanism, the Invasion of Astro Monster. Yeah, those were definitely some great films. Sand Trooper cosplay before Clone Trooper. Yeah. Yeah, Sand Troopers actually you can get away with making a regular Stormtrooper and just adding like the pauldrons and stuff for that. I'm not going that way. I think we're all boys in chat. R2. That's another to-do list is get a life-size R2 also. I may or may not try to get this year at some point. Why does Ewan McGregor look so different in this movie? Sin of Curiosity, may the Force be with you as well. Welcome in, man. Yes, I'm a cosplaying Twitch and YouTube Mandalorian Jedi, sir, representing the Mandoverse. Where is... No, I can't find this one.
May the Force be with you.
To my knowledge, yes. I can't speak for everybody, but... And where is...
Hello there.
And it's still there, too. The, like the Tatooine set and things like that, I believe. Like they just never tore it down. which is awesome. Oh, I even got some good R2 ones too. Let's see. Where is R2? Where is R2? Like I said, I stream both on Twitch and YouTube. So the redeems that you guys are seeing are all from Twitch because unfortunately the YouTube platform does not allow for usually things other than the emotes. So I do have these on Twitch. The Jawas. You know what? Speaking of that, actually, curiosity, I do have a baby Yoda. I made to scale a 1-to-1 scale, just to have. Because when I was watching The Mandalorian, I just obviously fell in love with Grogu and was like, I really want one to have for myself. So I actually built one. So I do need to put pictures of my Grogu and show them on here as well. Yeah, because isn't it the Hunter, the set was like kind of close to the border also, so they thought it was like a military thing. Or no, the Sandcrawler. Wasn't it, I heard it was like the Sandcrawler. When they saw the Sandcrawler like there, they thought like, well, I'm sure there was a ton of different reasons, but it didn't help. Yeah, it's the Sandcrawler. They're looking like is that a tank sitting there by our border? The main character of Godzilla cuts through him. Ah. Well, thank you, Sin. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for the support on the YouTube side. Because normally before I've only been streaming on here or on YouTube. I started on Twitch, but I've only been streaming on YouTube for close to a year at this point. I think coming in March or April maybe, but I also have there's a ton of emotes that I have.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
And then this is the one I usually play quite a bit. Yoda has some good words for you, Tactical.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Whatever version's on Disney Plus, so I'm assuming it's probably the updated version. Because like at the Return of the Jedi ending, I think Hayden's in it. So definitely don't rush things, Tactical.
All wings, check in. Red 3 standing by.
Red 6 standing by.
Red 5 standing by.
Red button standing by. Red Fox standing by. Big Red standing by.
Red October standing by.
I already am assimilated work.
Simply Red standing
But
by.
welcome in, man. Glad to meet you guys. Again, and anybody new that's tuning in, I hope you guys are having a great and safe week in your parts of the galaxy. I know it's Wednesday. We are halfway through to our weekends, or what we can consider, I guess, our weekends, even if we have to work or not, but still. But thank you, Work, for that. I appreciate it, man. Welcome in, dude. We are currently watching Star Wars Episode 4 for Episode 4 of my podcast. There's the tank they had to move. The same Jawas that stole Boba's armor. Sin. That's funny. You say that. Where is it? See, this is the great part I love about this podcast is that not only am I literally listening and watching the movie, but I can sit here and chat with all you guys too and keep things going, which is totally freaking awesome, and do these without interrupting anything.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
Alpha was a touring drummer. He's our legend in chat. He's famous. Tomb. Do they have land creatures as soon as they land? I told you, curiosity. I mean, all these redeems are coming from YouTube or YouTube, Twitch. But that's okay. Like I said, you guys get to be able to, enjoy them as well.
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
Yeah. I get to multitask even more. I get to watch and listen to the movie, watch and read Twitch chat, and watch and read both YouTube chats at the same time. That's what I mean. It's perfect. It's a perfect setup for like a talk show / podcast, because then it's actually keeping me busy, but at the same time, like we were all quiet during Revenge of the Sith because we were all just sitting there watching it. Like literally, like when the intense scenes were coming up, like we were more talkative during Phantom Menace and we were more talkative during Attack of the Clones, but then once Revenge of the Sith came around, we were all just like quiet because we were watching like the chaos unfold, and then it just eventually turned into, well, No, it's you guys, man. You guys are making the community. Like I said, you guys are the legends. It's my honor and privilege to be able to hang out with all of you guys. Tactical, it's great meeting you. Please take care out there. Yes, like I said, I stream Wednesday through Sunday, and I usually try to start, like I said, I'm West Coast, so Pacific time. I usually try to start around midnight, 1:00, and then go for like 3, 4, 5-ish hours, somewhere in there. But it's Wednesday through Sunday. So Thursday through Sunday is like gaming and streaming, but Wednesday nights is the podcast where we're basically watching and talking. But yeah. Yep. Absolutely, Alpha. It will happen. I do not sin. I could only guess, but I wouldn't want to guess wrong.
Thank the Maker.
There you go. One out of the two isn't bad.
Yep.
I have a guess, but I think this would explain it.
Thank the Maker.
There she is. It's already uploaded. That's why I stream on YouTube. because YouTube is nice enough to auto save the streams every time I go live. So that is one less upload I get to do. Now, really, the only uploads I have to do is the podcast, because you have to like upload the actual like video to it, but it actually doesn't take that long. And it'll auto connect to iHeartRadio also, which is kind of cool. Old Ben Kenobi. See, what I don't understand though, which is a interesting question for myself, is why did they wipe R2's brain, but 3PO's memory, but not R2's? Let's see what the internet says. In Revenge of the Sith, Bail Organa ordered a memory wipe for C-3PO because the talkative protocol droid knew too much about Padme, Anakin, and the twins, posing a security risk. R2-D2 was not wiped because his memories were considered essential for operation, and his beeps and boops were assumed to be secure, or simply because he was considered less likely to gossip. That's actually pretty cool. That makes sense. C-3PO was too gossipy. Okay, gotcha, Sin. Yep. That would be funny. 3PO's a loudmouth. That's literally what it just said. Yeah. Was that he knew 3PO. Well, 3PO knew probably more just because he was always with Padme. So that makes sense, actually. But at the same time, yeah, R2's got that like attitude where he just be like, I ain't telling you shit, basically. I do not have anything for BB-8 though. I'm sorry, Curiosity. But yes, I can absolutely say I am a fan of the sequels. Yes. R2 just shut down. He did, actually. Yeah. He was just like, and even in this movie when he's drinking the blue milk. He's drinking the blue milk. Oops. So my cheers is me drinking Lego blue milk. I don't have any. Dynamo, thank you for hanging, man. I definitely appreciate it, dude. I do not have any Tuscans either.
Kenobi.
But yes, I do like Teen Titans. He does, actually.
Hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster.
I also have. I had to throw in this one though too.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I think he was going to the Imperial Academy, wasn't he? Yeah. Luke Skywalker intended to join the Imperial Academy to train as a starship pilot. Driven by a desire to escape his boring life on planet Tatooine, explore the galaxy, and follow in the footsteps of his friend Big Starklighter, he planned to receive flight training before potentially deserting to the rebellion. Yeah. Because that was the only like real former yeah. Yeah, that's actually very true. I do not have any Jar Jars, unfortunately. I would actually have to say either Robin or Raven, probably. Porkins. Yeah. Yeah, that's why they didn't really bother too much with R2 because R2 had attitude. he was a feisty little droid. Or is, I should say. The profile picture I actually have for myself is my cosplay helmet, and that's the lightsaber I built right there, the blade. Actually, but I do need to post pictures of my lightsaber in Discord also. Yeah, and they haven't even started talking about crate dragons and other than the Sarlacc, but yeah. Sand people. The Tuscans. They just throw them. Right now, I only have mine, which is a Jedi one. Yeah. I do have a Luke lightsaber too, but I do not have any Sith lightsabers. So he really did like based off of what he did. I mean, I know some of them were still savage because they were all just different tribes and stuff, but Anakin really did like change a lot of them too, huh? Absolutely curiosity. Absolutely.
I am a Jedi.
No.
Thanks to the training I received in the Empire, I have all the skills I need to make it in the real world.
Chasing rebel scum. Killing Luke's aunt and uncle. Telling people to move along. The Empire.
They probably were, because it was considered a religion. I do not have that one, though. I have this one, though.
Yeah!
Have a few Family Guy stars, too.
Yeah, rebels!
Captain Blackbird, absolutely, sir.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
And we also have this. Yeah, they literally created an entire show based off of that line alone. Yeah, it would basically set him on his path. Because even in interviews with the Filoni said, like, George Lucas literally took him under his wing and started teaching him everything about stuff.
May the Force be with you.
He betrayed and murdered your father. Yeah, we saw that all too well last week. A Mandalorian Jedi protector. just like I cosplay. Thanks for hanging, Grave. Yep. That works too. They need everybody in every kind of position. See, what's crazy to even think about is even that saying Obi-Wan had, even though like they wouldn't know the future of what this movie would be, is when he said she needs your help. Like, in the context of the overall story, it's like he already knew because of the Obi-Wan series that, well, even in Revenge of the Sith, obviously, that that was his sister. I got bills to pay, and that's why they have a lot of contractors. I think I've seen that one, Captain. I think they're making a new one, aren't they? Yeah, of Highlander. Didn't they say that the empty chair in that scene when they first walk in was for Krennic? Too dangerous. So begins his, well, what do I have left here? Path.
Hello there.
The other one I have.
Hey, Consuela, no cleaning. No cleaning while I'm doing the hologram. Shut that off!
Mr. Darth, you no have no more Windex on Star Destroyer.
Well, that's not my problem. Why don't you go out and buy some?
No, you buy.
They're just burning Jawas. Tomb, thank you for hanging out, man, and definitely thank you for the subs, dude. I appreciate it, dude. We will catch you next time, sir. Not that one, because there's only so many redeems I can actually do too. I'll show you the ones I have, though.
Intergalactic proton-powered electrical tentacled advertising droids. Hi, I'm Darth Harrington
Have
of
a
Darth
good night,
Harrington's
Tomb.
Intergalactic
We'll catch you later, man.
proton-powered
Get some good
electrical
sleep.
tentacled advertising droids Emporium and Moonbase. Due to a garbled subspace transmission, I am currently overstocked on all intergalactic proton-powered electrical tentacled advertising droids, and I am passing the savings on to you!
All wings, check in. Red 3, standing by. Red 6, standing by.
Red 5 standing by.
Red button, standing by. Red Fox, standing by. Big Red, standing by. Red October, standing by.
Helen Reddy standing by.
Simply Red standing by.
Yeah! Rebels!
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 Yeah! Rebels!
Hey, Consuela, no cleaning. No cleaning while I'm doing the hologram. Shut that off!
Mr. Darth, you no had no more Windex on Star Destroyer.
Well, that's not my problem. Why don't you go out and buy some?
No, you buy.
Man, how's it going?
Thanks to the training I received in the Empire, I have all the skills I need to make it in the real world.
Chasing rebel scum. Killing Luke's aunt and uncle. Telling people to move along. The Empire.
With Darth Maul, this guy?
Kenobi.
Darth Maul. Yeah, that was the Phantom Menace. Episode 1.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Doesn't like you. Everyone turns around like, okay. No, I haven't seen that one. I like the one when they talk about, or they bring out a good point about how when Obi-Wan sees Maul after that scene in Clone Wars, how he changes his stances. Big Corellian ships. He's fast enough for you, old man. Yeah, it's curiosity. Rito. Yes. Oh yeah, like that's why I mean Lucas created basically created his own creative department for this movie. I do not know what that is, curiosity. Yeah, exactly. That's like I don't know why I spaced out on the name, and I already know this like front and back is Industrial Light and Magic. That's literally like this. That's what he created that for was this movie, which was crazy because like they just blew up from there. I don't think I know that one. Curiosity. What's crazy to actually watch too is, and I've seen the other scenes where that was actually played by an actual guy. Like Jabba was an actual like human. Then they turned him into a hut. Even Boba gets a cameo in A New Hope. That's a good question, Hunter. I mean, I don't think. Yeah. I think it is that he was actually following the droids because he tipped off the stormtroopers. Because wouldn't it have been based off of the information that they got from killing all the Jawas that they know that they sold a protocol droid and an R2 unit? So when they saw an R2 unit and a protocol droid together, he probably started following them. That is true, Swedish Chef. Yeah. He became one with the Force, sir. This is where the fun begins. You know, I don't think I've ever caught that.
This is where the fun begins.
Oh, well, thank you. No. It just blew up Alderaan. Because Twitch and YouTube don't allow you to actually play movies. Like, we wouldn't be able to stream it here, unfortunately. So we watch it separately, essentially, together. But, I mean, if you can't watch it, then we can definitely talk about it. No, unless you could stream it yourself. That's the catch. You can see the poster for it, though. Let the Wookiee win.
Hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster.
See, that's why I carry two blasters and a lightsaber. With the blast shield down, I can't even see. That scene's coming up pretty soon too, man. Yeah, he wouldn't have found that out until afterward, huh? I do, Curiosity. I just don't ever have a time to watch it. The last anime I watched was K-pop Demon Hunter, actually. And Dragon Ball. That's so awesome that they just kept it in. I haven't heard of that one either. I'll have to check it out. Too far out of range. Too big to be a space station.
I got a bad feeling about this.
You don't have to say curiosity if you don't want to, but it's up to you. That's awesome. Well, it's nice to meet you, Wyatt. My name's Matthew. Or Matt. Blasted its way out of Mos Eisley. Ah, the nice stormtrooper outfit. So yes, for those that didn't know, I am building a stormtrooper cosplay that I will live stream with hopefully in the next month or two. Well, it's great to meet you, Curiosity. That's a very good point. Actually, this is a pre-recorded video loop. So think of it as like a VTube model of me cosplaying, because I do have younglings and I can't actually really live cosplay. So it helps keeping up the cosplay, but I don't have to physically wear it. But I would be looking around constantly quite a bit, though, too. So that is a very good point. I don't want to adult today. I don't want to either. 3:12 in the AM. $55 left. Yeah, not too bad. Curious thing I actually found out, because I've been doing a lot of deep diving into Stormtrooper armor since I'm building mine, was how one of the questions was on a Reddit that I found, Reddit forum that I found, was how was Han Solo able to sit there in his Stormtrooper armor because of the way it's designed? And they basically said that because it's so like flimsy that that he's still able to like actually sit. The Force will be with you always.
May the Force be with you.
Very cool, man. Well, like I said, it's great to meet you, dude. Who was he found? He found the princess. Grave Lord.
Hello there.
Honestly, I normally would run a Corsair keyboard, but my younglings keep destroying it, so I'm just running a generic one for now, but I have not heard of either of those, actually. I do not, Curiosity. I actually have very limited time to watch or play games, so that's one of the reasons why I started streaming, actually. Funny to sit there and think that once we found out that they wiped C-3PO's mind because he was the one that would gossip and talk about everything. According to what I've seen also, when he says that line, I can't see anything in this helmet, was just Mark Hamill talking and saying, I can't see anything in this helmet. Absolutely do it, man. I mean, I've barely been into cosplay for a little while now, but I mean, if there's something you absolutely want to build, make, create, or whatever, however, I say absolutely do it. thing. I have to go back and rewatch this to see their stormtrooper outfits. Apparently they had hero outfits for those guys, and then they had like other generic outfits. Who is this? What's your operating number? I love that. Luke, we're gonna have company. Boring conversation anyway. But no, I was gonna say curiosity that one of the games I'm gonna plan on playing this year though, because on Thursdays I do a Let's Play series where I basically play something I just have in my game library that's like a main mission kind of thing. I don't do all the extra stuff just because it takes longer. But Hogwarts Legacy I am definitely wanting to play at some point soon-ish. Later tonight, Thursday night, I'm gonna start my first run playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. I don't know who that character is. You like it out of here. I have not. I've heard of My Hero Academia. I just haven't seen it. He shoots and it just starts flying all the bullets or the blaster bolt just starts flying everybody. We're not alone in here. There's something alive in here. I can't right now because I'm live streaming. Sorry, Curiosity. And as soon as the movie's over, I'm going to be wrapping up the podcast also. But thank you for the invite, though. Let go of him and disappeared. I can't because by the time I finish this, I'm gonna have to go to bed at that point, so I can't hang out afterward. I'm sorry. Probably like 50 more minutes ish. Let me check and see. I think actually 43 more minutes. Yeah, Alpha, it is. Follow me. Was that the same guy? Sure, my dude. Yeah, that's right. I have a comlink, huh? Curse my metal body. Well, if you do, have fun, man. Like Chewie shaking his head like, I'm not going back in there. You're making fun of the Falcon. He says blast him and he just shoots him and starts chasing him. Oh, no. You're good, Curiosity. There's like a whole garrison like right around the corner. Oh, I don't think so, Curiosity. I think your name fits you perfectly, actually. There it is. Yeah. I have Jawas. I don't have any Wookiees on this one.
Creeper no, chúc chúc quy chúc bika, chúc videle, chúc chúc.
And Ewoks. That is.
Yep.
You're welcome. Like I said, I do my best to try to create a nice safe space for everybody to be able to chill and hang out. The galaxy needs more heroes than villains. Now more than ever. Now I am the master. Alpha, thanks for hanging as long as you possibly could. Yes, go be an adult. We will catch you later, my dude. Stay safe out there. Get what you need to get done. It's Thursday. One more day closer to Friday. Yep. Take care, man. We'll catch you later, dude. Almost there. Exactly. Thank you, Curiosity. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I mean, don't get me wrong. We all have our rough days, good and bad, regardless. But, you know, my channel, you'll learn very soon that I don't rage hardly ever, I think. And just try to keep it as casual and as fun as I possibly can. Actually, but thank you for the compliment, man. I appreciate it, dude. You know, I've never actually really watched any of his streams, but I take that I will take that as a compliment. But yeah, just a place for people to be able to chill, hang out, be all be passionate and love to share what we love to share. You know, when it comes to collections, Star Wars, Star Trek, Warhammer, Lego, whatever our passions are, I definitely love to everybody to share if they're willing to. I mean, you know, some people like to just not engage in chat, which is perfectly fine. I mean, if people like to lurk, I mean, I encourage that as well, because ultimately it's whatever makes you guys comfortable. I am here to basically provide a safe space and an environment for people to feel welcome and ultimately just be able to chill, hang out, and engage as you feel as comfortable as you can be. And I stream so late that I don't have the energy to absolutely be all crazy and screaming, especially when I play games. And you'll learn that quick if you come back and see me playing games too. But yeah, I barely have the energy to stream, let alone get angry at people or when I'm playing. So it makes it easier to stream and keep things pretty casual. So it's all good. Oh, thank you, my dude. I appreciate that. And you as well. Absolutely, you as well, sir. This is the part where Peter would steal the couch. Yeah, I was too busy looking at chat to see that one, Hunter, but yeah. That's why I do my outro, my intros and my outros saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, because like for me right now, it is 3:37 in the AM Thursday morning for me. And it could be anything for you guys. It could be morning, afternoon, evening, or night. So theoretically for me, it is still Wednesday night because it doesn't turn into Thursday for me until I go to sleep. It's still weird to think, and we'll see this in Solo, the Star Wars movie, that L3 is the brain of the Falcon. Did you hear that? Hold together. Hold it together. The 3PO's all covered in wires from the Falcon. They're tracking us. Not over yet. Actually, I think I did too, Curiosity. I mean, Darth does mean dark in German. Oh no, that's perfectly fine, Curiosity. Some people like to talk more than others. That's perfectly fine. That's also what keeps the conversation going also. You can actually get one, because now that the even my lightsaber, it changes colors, so you can adjust the color like across any of the spectrum of the rainbow. So ultimately, you could actually have an orange lightsaber. You know what I don't remember or know is how much did Han Solo owe Jabba? Han Solo's initial debt to Jabba the Hutt was around 10,000 to 15,000 Imperial credits for lost cargo, but this figure ballooned over time due to penalties, interest, and lost business to over 224,190 credits. Some sources accounting for compounding interest suggest the debt escalated to an impossible sum or up to 500,000 credits by the time he was frozen. He is. That's Wedge, I think. I thought it was Wedge. Yeah, it's Wedge. Ewan McGregor's uncle in Star Wars was Dennis Lawson, who played the X-Wing pilot Wedge Antilles in the original trilogy. Yeah, Wedge. He told him not to do it. Hang on tight, R2. What's funny is now poor Luke probably thinks he's hearing things. I cannot without getting it blocked out on the stream. I actually don't, but we'll be watching Empire Strikes Back next week, so you should be able to hear it. You know, what'd be really cool is that they do a well, they're coming out with Starfighter, so I wonder if Starfighters is going to have anything to do with Rogue Squadron. I'm assuming it might, actually. Oh, Starfighter's set after episode 9. But there was a Rogue Squadron project that they did have going on. R2 back in some firefights. Trench run. Stay on target. Tarkin was definitely proud of that battle station, wasn't he? Almost. Negative. Didn't go in. Oh, sorry, curiosity. I was getting lost in the trench run on Star Wars. I have not revealed that information yet, sir. But yeah, I can definitely take a look at those characters though, for sure. Just like Beggar's Canyon. So we had Wedge and Biggs as his wingman against Vader. Rebel base. 30 seconds in closing. Use the Force, Luke. Time for Luke to use the Force. No. Well, even movie-wise, though, that's really the first time R2's really taken a hit, huh? And it was from Vader. Weirdly enough. Boom. Probably a while for me because time is very, very limited. But it all depends. Curiosity. It really does. He was shot by Darth Vader. There's the legendary John Williams. He's like giving her like this look. R2. Wow. It's nostalgic, but at the same time it's crazy to go back to the very beginning too. Like this was the movie that started it all. Another one down. Oh, what time is it? 4. So it wasn't too bad, actually. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, that's right. Saturday. Interesting. GG's, everybody. We're able to check out and watch Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. So yes, theatrically released, the first in the entire series. Was he? Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be nice to actually go back through and like refresh watch like everything anyway. Well, sweet. So yep. Let me go back to Wookiee Kitty and see. "1977 space opera film." The film is set 19 years after the formation of the Galactic Empire and the events of Revenge of the Sith. So basically, Luke and Leia are 19 right there. Which would be curious to see what the time frame is, because now that we know the time frame during the prequel trilogy actually wasn't really that long, surprisingly. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. But I think the span between episode 4 and 6, I think, was longer than the prequels. Let's see. 19 years after. Yeah. 19 years after. Interesting. Then even episode 4 to episode 5. So it says approximately 3 years passed between the events of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, and Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. This timeline allows for the growth of the Galactic Civil War following the destruction of the first Death Star at the end of A New Hope. And then 5 and 6. So that's only a few years. And then it says, based on the Star Wars original trilogy, there's a time gap of approximately 6 months to a year between 5 and 6. Holy crap, that's like way less than I thought it was. I thought it was longer. Maybe it was because I thought when the Empire first happened, that period, basically between the period between 3 and 4 was longer, essentially, because even the sequel trilogy isn't that long either. Interesting. Well, that was super freaking cool that we're able to sit and actually watch Star Wars Episode 4 for Episode 4 of the podcast. Let's see. So we're going to wrap things up now. Let's see. I do not have Facebook, sir, but I do have YouTube, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and TikTok. Oh, absolutely, guys. Yeah, I need to wrap things up, or else I'm just going to keep talking and talking. But yes, we'll keep this outro a little bit shorter than normal, just because I started later, and this is a 2.5 hour movie. Because even the, let's see, let me look at the, what's the runtime of? I have it up anyway. Because next will be Empire Strikes Back, episode 5. Percent. Six. So essentially all the movies are just over like the 2 hour mark, like 2 hours 5 minutes, 2 hours 10 minutes, that kind of thing. So that includes both Empire and Return of the Jedi. So perfect. So we're looking at around like a 2 hour time frame, which makes sense, because the stream itself is going on 2 hours and 57 minutes, but again, that's because we were talking for like half an hour or even like, well, at this point, close to an hour after I started streaming, so that was perfectly fine. But yes, and we could figure it out either way, somehow. Don't worry about it, my dude. But yes, again, anybody new to the stream, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, you awesomely beautiful people of the galaxy, and welcome again to another episode of the Darth Asylum podcast. This was episode 4. I'm your host of Darth Asylum, broadcasting live from hyperspace. Thank you again for joining the podcast. This is the 4th episode of the podcast, and because it was the 4th episode, we are actually watching Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. So again, thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for being all the legends that you are. It is always an honor and a privilege for me to be able to hang out with you. Please remember that. Yes, as I sniffle. Hopefully I can get some sleep and everything will feel better tomorrow. But yes, again, the podcast will be uploaded to Spotify and iHeartRadio, so that will be up shortly. But again, thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for being awesome. As always, stream days are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm usually aiming to try to start around 12 midnight my time. That's Pacific West Coast time. Wednesday night is the podcast, which we just finished episode 4. So next Wednesday, we will be queuing up and watching Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Thursday night is the Let's Play. So currently, right now, later tonight, actually, now that it is officially my Thursday, I will be starting a brand new first-time playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. So that's definitely going to be fun and interesting. Friday nights is Battlefield 6 for Friday Night Battlefield. Saturdays is Star Wars Battlefront 2. And Sundays is Dead by Daylight. Again, these are all on the PC. So if you happen to have one of those games and are on the PC, or the only game that is not crossplay is Star Wars Battlefront 2. That you would need to be on PC to be able to play together. But if you happen to have Battlefield or Dead by Daylight, my lobbies are always open, so please definitely feel free to join anytime. All you have to do is just definitely throw me a friend request through the EA app for Battlefront or Battlefield, or through Steam, or however which way it would work. Like Dead by Daylight, if you're on console, you do it through the game, and then like if you're on PC, then it's through like the Steam store. It's like kind of different, but either way. But yes, thank you guys again for the support. Thank you guys for hanging out during the podcast, episode 4. Definitely love the format. Having a good time doing this, so that way it's a stream. Not only is it a stream, but it's something we can all interact and basically talk about while we do it, and still hang out at the same time. Yes, Almighty's favorite part of the stream. Saying the see you laters. But yeah, time to get out of here. So like I said, I will be back later tonight, Thursday night, for some Let's Play Thursday night, and that's going to be a first fresh run of Dark Souls Remastered. Have never played that game before. I did play an Elden Ring before, but have not played a Souls game, so definitely looking forward to actually checking that out and seeing how that goes. So we will see. I know I'm going to be dying a lot, so either way, it's still going to be fun. We're going to have a good time regardless. So we'll actually be playing a game rather than have kind of a static image on the screens. Because I know for the podcast, this is definitely different because it's more audio related than it is visual related, even though this is a stream. But yep, we'll be back. Like I said, stream days are Wednesday through Sundays, trying to start around somewhere around 12 midnight Pacific West Coast. But again, thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for being awesome. Both Hunter and Tomb, thank you guys for the subs, the gift subs, man. Definitely appreciated. But yes, time to get out of here, time to get some rest, and then get out of here. So again, please continue to have a great and safe week in your parts of the galaxy, and we will catch you guys next time. So until then, be good, be safe, love you, and talk to you later.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.